Good afternoon, class. How are we going today? Good. I'm showing with your hands, scale of 1 to 10. 10 being absolutely amazing. Roughly. Yeah, we're all between 5 and 10. 8. That's encouraging. Good to hear. So today, my name is Sarah. This is Monica. Today we're going to be doing a year 8 lesson regarding science and English, but it's up to you guys over the next 2 minutes to guess the topic of what we'll be teaching. So we're going to switch to the next slide. Okay. We've got some pictures here.
Mark.
It's okay, we're not pinning stuff.
So for the first picture, what do you think that what is being shown here, or who is going to win this competition? Because it is a nail grinding competition. Who do you think that can win and why?
I think the guy with a glasses, wearing glasses, his camera is small, so you don't need too much energy to zoom the camera each time. So the frequency of the even the nail will be higher than the strong eye.
Okay, this is your point of view. What do you think about it?
50-50.
Okay, why do you think that 50-50? Who is going to win?
The muscles when they have high energy weight to weight in the first bang.
What will you put more?
Yeah. And then the crop of course actually use more energy. I'm not sure. But I haven't done anything.
You just said it with phrase.
Lamb. Among these two pictures, this is, what do you think? What is this picture of?
Well, I think that
What is this picture?
it's like a tornado.
And what is this picture? Slow moving wind or breeze.
Yeah.
Okay, so among these two pictures, what do you think that this will cause more damage or this will cause more damage? Why do you think so?
Lightning going on there, sunlight, bit of tree, will wind, move around quickly, tear up all the land.
Okay. So what does it has? It
Has more power, the wind has more power behind it.
power. Okay. So the keywords which we have listened from these 3 students is
Power and energy and force.
so these are these all things come commonly in your mind when you see these pictures that he could win because he has more power or energy to drive a nail inside, or it has more energy to do damage or force or power. So today we are going to study about energy.
So what is energy? I don't have a definition up here, so I don't need to look at that. But how would you guys describe the word energy? If I was an alien and I popped onto Earth and you said, oh, what do you use for energy? And I said, what's energy? How would you guys explain that? Sorry? Food?
According to your assumption, and what do you like to support your
So what's another word for energy? Fuel.
Energy heat.
Yeah.
Something.
So in that you're kind of stepping fact that you can have a source of energy and there's also a transfer of energy. So I find it interesting that there's different phrases for energy in different contexts. Like we can use power and energy to mean similar things, but they don't necessarily have the exact same definition. So we could say that, what might have power?
Sometimes there is a misconception between the word energy and force. So to explain the difference between them, I would like Echo to please come here in front. And I want you from that side to push this table as hard as you can in 3 seconds. No, this whole table. 1.
Yell that. We need to say that with more energy. Good job, okay.
No, we could make it harder.
Good.
I want you to please come here and try to push it. It is in just 3 seconds, okay? Or 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Yeah. 1. Not
Ready, set, go.
Nick, you please come here. And now you try to push it as far in 2 seconds.
Ready, set, go.
1. Okay. So, what is the misconception between force and energy? Force is actually the push or pull we apply to anything to move from its place. So when she or he was applying something on it, the thing was moving from one place to another stage, position A or position B. So you have applied your force. But what is energy? Energy is the ability to do that work. Some person, like you say, bodybuilder, one side there is bodybuilder, or one side there is very thin person. They will have the difference of energy in them. A bodybuilder can do much more work than another person. So this is the difference between force and energy. Energy is actually the ability inside you to do the work. After some time, we just feel tired of doing anything. Or if I can say, someone of you to come and hold this thing like this for some time, maybe some of you will be able to hold like this for a much longer time, say 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or some can take more longer, or some can take a short time. So this is your energy to do the work.
Of course, looking at it, for those people like tech, if you think about like a drill press that you might use to drill a hole in a piece of wood, then you could say that the force, the energy, is the power supply it's getting from heat up into the wall, which is causing the drill bit to spin, and then the force is you pulling it down into the wood to make the hole. So then it's also showing how energy and force can work together in our everyday practice life.
Yes. And Nick, when you were applying force on it, what do you think that whether it was easy for you to push it, or what do you think of this part? Do you want to get more force on it, or you want to more energy to push it? Or was it okay for you? And for you, how does it feel from your side? Were you able to apply like yes, try. So that was the energy inside him and her. This is the difference. The force was simple. They have just pushed the thing from one position A to B, and it is they have applied the force, but they need energy to do that. So this is the difference.
So just as we talked about how there's force and energy, which is slightly different, we're going to be focusing more on the energy. So the way that we transfer onto the table to push it along to do something to create an effect. We call it energy in action. So in talking about that, there are many different forms of using energy. So there's electricity, that could be considered a form of energy because it's used for a bunch of different things. But as they're used for different things, we have different ways of measuring energy.
And whether we measure some bottle, it is measured in liters or liquid thing. And the same way, in talking about how much energy something has, it is important to have a unit for measuring energy. And in the same way that the liter is used for measuring volume, like this that bottle which Sarah is having, it is in liters, we can measure liquid in liters. So in the same way, measuring the energy is in joules. So it is a joule or joule.
Yes, you guys heard the phrase joules before? Does it sound at all familiar? Yeah, Sarah's nodding. Why do you think you've heard it, Sarah? Like joule batteries. Is that correct? Okay. Yeah, was that okay? That's one point. Yeah. Any others? No. Is it yeah, sorry. So it's down here. It's the Joule. Joule. Sorry, joule, not joule like G-U-A-L, like two. Joule. It's joule. Yeah.
So
Tell a joule.
now time for worksheet 1. So there are two sides of the sheet. First of all, you will do the front side and then the left side. So it is about whenever you feel tired, we want to eat something. Why do you think? Alex, why do you think we need food? We need,
Food is required for energy.
yes. So whatever things we eat, so it gives energy to your body. So to prove this, how do you know that whatever we eat actually gives energy to your body? Because when that thing goes inside the body, it releases heat and energy. That is why, like everyone likes to eat food when they feel tired. So for the you go with the first worksheet first for 1 minute. Please try to fill that, the front sheet. Yeah.
Pictures on it.
What do you think the source of energy? Okay, I think everyone has almost one.
So what kind of answers did we get for that shape?
No,
just
only
the
one.
first side. Yeah. What were your responses on that?
So what is the response for your first one? what is the source of energy?
Oh, what's something? Sorry. I thought you said what kind of energy.
Yes. Yes. Anything that would work. So now everything when they have to do work, they need energy from some kind. The next second one is the windmill. They need its energy source is the wind. So now we will focus on that. Whatever we eat, food, it gives us energy. For the second, please turn over your pages. For the second one, I will show you the small experiment which will prove that whatever we eat, it gives you energy. For that, you have to watch this video carefully and you have to write the steps of it. Maybe one in a simple sentences. Watch this video carefully and just write remember. So now you know that how much amount of heat or energy is released by burning one peanut. There is one small calculation which you have to do at the end. But first we'll give you some 2 minutes to write some steps what you have seen from the experiment. Go ahead. You can write in your own box that what steps were there in the procedure. You can write simple steps.
It doesn't have to be the exact same steps. Yes, the main things you can remember them doing. Like if we were to hand do a lift, take all the tools down and say, all right, are you best to do this experiment again? What kinds of things do you do? We will not use peanuts in this class because of the
Cool.
small calculation. Please concentrate here. So now there is a small calculation at the down. It is simple. As you have not actually performed this experiment in a science class, so we have shown you the experiment. So we are assuming that there is a 5-degree rise of temperature before and after it, and the volume of water which was inside the small test tube, it was 30 ml. Just assume it and just fill where the temperature is given and where the volume is given, and just do the calculation, and you will get the amount of energy released when 1 peanut is burned. So, and this is how many peanuts you take, and the more energy you get. And this writing method calculation will help you in the next 2 weeks as well as these experiments. We didn't want to do this one today because and also because the risk of using peanuts in the school, especially if you might have allergies, we wouldn't do that. But we will be doing some fun experiments like it in the next few weeks. So anyone please come up with the answer? Yes, yes, Sarah? Yes, so 630 joules of energy is released when just 1 peanut goes inside the stomach, and this much amount of energy is given to your body by 1 peanut. So,
So they can start.
the volume of water was and the dry rice is like this. So, as I think Danny said earlier, we as humans, there are several places that we can get our energy from. So one of them would be food. Can anyone think of Alright, so we get our energy from foods. Food knows what kind of food you would get a lot of energy from. Chocolate, you could get a bit from chocolate, rice, get some protein. Protein, what are some foods that have proteins? Meat and egg, like mainly kind of meat, egg, nuts. So we can have a bit, yeah. So the way that we can find out how much protein something has, or how much calories something has, or carbohydrates, and also absorb my body and produce energy, is to look at the nutrition value. Like this nutrition, you can see the nutrition value is there. So and whilst it might not be on things like fruits and vegetables, we can establish that they have vitamins and minerals in them. Whereas in packet foods like this, we can look on the label and read how many serves there are, and then how much of each thing we get from the product. So you can see on whichever item you have that it should tell you how much energy is in the serving, or if it doesn't say that, it should say how much protein, fat, carbohydrates, fiber, sodium, stuff like that. So when you see there is energy, how many joules it is, suppose the energy is 550 kilojoules, it means when you take that food, this much amount of energy is released inside your body when you eat that. And yes, it is actually the energy is released. How we know that? Because just before we saw the experiment, that there is a rise in temperature of the water in the test tube before and after the experiment. So whatever you eat actually give energy to your body. So energy can be used for potential stuff like schoolwork, or physical stuff like playing your favorite sport, or changing around the emphasis. So now for the last worksheet. So I need you to please watch this video, which I will play in some seconds. Whatever amount of, whatever forms of energy you see in this picture, you just write down. As you're in year 8, you will explain this the next lesson, we will go through it. But just for now, you just see this picture and whatever form of energy or type of energy you can use from it, you can write it. But your main answer will be to establish the connection between today's topics, that is energy, and your daily life. You have to write two words on it, and rest the type or forms of energy you go to the you take to the next step. Whatever you can recall it from your year 7, because you're still in year 8. Whatever you study about this in year 7, you can recall it, and that should be explained in the next lesson. And you have to do the second question. At the same time, you have to do the second question also. Once you do this. We have enough stuff on that one. I don't think they do. I think you made a thumbs up when you answered what questions, so just bring up the question. Maybe it's distracted by the light. Or maybe you can do a little dance miracle thing. Thing is really
There's too much water in that book, you know, whatever.
But okay, so to wrap up, Sarah, can you please tell what have you mentioned with your second answer? Second one. How you will establish a connection between energy and your real life?
Well, how the hot water in the shower is heated, and then my mom's car when she dropped me to school, and then the food that I ate at recess time, and how that has given me fuel for this lesson, and how you guys have a whiteboard and life.
Jason, from this to this lesson, what do you think? What is energy now? What is energy? A simple definition of it. What is energy? Movement between atoms, you said. How? Why?
I don't know.
I just said a definition of it and I was explaining this.
Alex,
I've got,
What is energy?
you mean a connection between energy and money? What is energy? Okay. I've got energy part of the daily life. For example, we need to read, right? Then the guy is playing the guitar. It's like energy, right? You move it in hand. That's for entertainment. And then, so it's really vital for daily life.
And if you want to ask some questions. Any questions or comments about what we discussed?
anything you found interesting?
What will we do this lesson?
Next lesson, we'll be looking at the different forms
Forms and types.
and
Whatever
whatever
is the software, like it was
energy.
let's see.
And of course, building. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us. If you can just continue adding to the feedback sheet, you don't have to read some information.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Okay.
The more the better.
And any extra comments that you can't put in the box, just write on
You see numbers here. And that what means so everyone wants to focus on what they're That's a dimension. So then just. Can I have your attention, please? So the girls didn't, they've highlighted the dimensions initially. Don't worry about giving feedback on intellectual quality, quality learning environment, significance. They're the dimensions, they're too broad. But they have identified two elements, connectedness and narrative. So see if you can focus on giving them feedback on those two. And you might want to do it on the back, just like connectedness and narrative. And you may want to refer to the classroom practice guide to get some ideas of what you'll be looking for. But I think the words do sort of explain what you should be doing. Okay. And then
yeah, that's fine. I have to one right.
Yeah, they're not year eights. Yeah, they're so I So connecting
You're right,
narrative.
these two elements on the feedback sheet and feedback on these two, that will always connectedness.
You have narrative on there.
Connectedness and narrative, extra one.
Yeah, that's highlighted there, yeah, on the back maybe. When you're writing the boxes.
Sarah,
Yes,
right.
Any extra? I mean, you might think of other points that are not part of that you want to highlight. Certainly do that. The more feedback you can give, the better the learning opportunities for your peers.
So I can show the progress. Yeah.
Sorry. Welcome to the Excuse me. Sorry.
Last day, I tend to say one word, it's easier the last one. I like this week. We have some of them assigned, science background, and they like, yeah, they like to live in. So I can say to that. So I mean, I can. Sorry, yeah. What Betty said. But if you want to.
Sorry, class, if you don't desperately want your worksheets, then please send them back to us so we can have a look at how you went and what you learned.
We should read that not working.
Great.
So that's the first one, and you get there. You've got another 3 lessons to go. And hopefully, and also, tips. Sometimes we get because around the ticks what's the when you're looking for a relationship students, most of the and you've got a better choice.
Yeah, yeah. If I don't have more, you have to share.
There's no I wasn't too hard. The level I think it was some of the explanation. I don't like if I can't understand something, that's why we do that. Visuals, shows and pictures, it's their own work. Sometimes we need to focus on one thing, go deep. rather than. And rules actually the same one. That can be applied. But you might, if you have this, what is your energies? What different forms of energy can you see? And then we'll take that away and say, look at their definition guide. This was a great required knowledge to get a sense of having that what is energy to the top of it. And then there's and sometimes this is not individual, so no, it's not. You don't have to say it's everyone understand. My students might say, it's an understand, I don't understand. Some are quite open and say, I don't get that, I don't know what you mean. Others don't want to say no. You see the unit adjustments, everyone understand, they say yes, and then you leave the tutorial with 10 announcements that they understand, but they're afraid to say in front of the whole class. But some classes, because you've got it's individual, and then you see, okay, they understand. But adding that definition, you make that. That's how they understand. Yeah.
I was like, putting out, really through to you without reading.
Your science background, so they're not introduce the word force, focus on sometimes you don't just want to use. We would have been better just to focus on energy. Yeah. But sometimes it's better to look at that, see if they understand their changes, and that would give them a signal of this misconception that confusing energy sometimes when we're introducing new concepts and ideas, it's better to keep it simple, start off with one key concept, get their understanding of that. But no, I understand where you're coming from that. Often students do have misconceptions and it is very but it's sort of when we can sometimes just wait and see. Let's do this first lesson, let's introduce this idea of energy. And then what does that prior knowledge task say? Do they understand or are they using energy force? And if they are, then something like that. We'll come in second lesson. It's going to be energy. Course, and then maybe the visions for good, showing the things and all that. Yes, so this is our lesson plan. Yes, and this is our point. Yes. Beautiful. Yeah. Good. Thank you. I hope so. I'm learning things, so that's always a good thing. Does anyone need to go to the toilet, get a drink
Yes.
before your next lesson?
You're ready, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. 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 Thank you. So what subject is this? Oh, good. So we've had geography, English, science, maths, and media arts. So you've got a good selection of lessons. You're lucky. It's not all science or all maths. Yes. It is. I'm going to check that out.